White Forest Archives, item number 43. This audio file was manually retrieved by Dr. Isaac Kleiner from a remote access terminal of the Black Mesa staff intranet. This file is one of several security recordings recovered from a small collection of files saved before the destruction of the Black Mesa facility. This recording in particular is from the supply depot adjacent to the Lambda Complex's main teleportation system. While the video component of this recording was corrupted beyond repair, we've managed to decode part of the audio. The depot itself was wired for sound in several places in order to allow radio communication across the complex's many levels and laboratories. Due to this, we have a remarkably high-fidelity audio recording, seemingly documenting the departure of Dr. Gordon Freeman and subsequently the Lambda team's final moments. We don't have a contiguous recording of these events, so you will hear time codes read out before each decoded clip. According to the estimations of the former Black Mesa staff here at White Forest, the voices you'll hear on this tape are those of Dr. Michael Grade, Dr. Andrea McNadia, Research Associate Dr. Rajesh Kuar, Dr. Thomas Hoyang, Security Officer Hunter Rodriguez, and Senior Research Supervisor Dr. Dylan Allen Watts. Dr. Allen Watts was the head of the department at the time, and this audio recording will pick up as he operates the Lambda Complex's Einstein-Rosen bridge suspension device. At this time, only 3 existed in the world, and you will hear this device referred to as the EPR-KOI bridge by some of the scientists in this recording, or alternatively simply the EPR. By our best estimate, the device was actually being used at the time to facilitate the travel of Dr. Gordon Freeman to the border world Zen. This first clip occurred roughly at 9:42 p.m.
There's another one.
What the fuck are the flying ones?
They're trying to hit Freeman. They're trying to stop him from going through.
Dylan, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. The glass is holding. I'm almost ready, Freeman. Get yourself into position.
This is beyond hopeless. He's gonna just
Holy
fly.
shit!
Jesus
Look at it.
Christ!
It's ready. You must go now. Go, man, go!
Did it work?
Yes, it did. And the creatures...
The creatures went back.
Where'd they go?
They followed him.
To the border world.
You think they're trying to stop him? You think they knew what we were trying to do?
I think that's very likely.
Well, there really aren't too many other places that they could have gone.
They made a straight shot back to the border world. I think I do agree with Dylan.
How come our shielding didn't work?
Yeah, isn't this place supposed to be immune to that shit?
I would suspect that was because we were running the EPR-KOI so hot.
That'll be correct. Our last few fires of the reactor showed a vulnerability to ancillary space-time events in proximity to the initial bridge.
You mean turning on the big portal made it easy for the aliens to come through?
Right.
Does that mean more of them are gonna come through now?
Maybe, but I doubt it. It was having all the capacitors fire at once that gave them such an opening.
Well, that's fantastic. We can't send them anything.
I'm not so sure. If we're just firing supply capsules and no organics, we can run the bridge at low power and things should work fine, right?
In theory, yes, that might work.
Speaking of which, I'm getting a reading. It's faint, but it looks like he made it.
Have you got any vitals?
I'll see if I can get the HUV link working.
It'll take us a couple of minutes to get a link to the HEV computer.
He's alive, though. Well, he's moving. He's definitely on a receiver pad.
Archivist's note. That was the first archive clip in its entirety. The next discernible recording is from 10:57 p.m., which is roughly an hour later. Playback start.
Yes. Well, I've managed to reroute the signal tracking through the local network of receiver pads. We can see him again.
You're using the HEV flashers?
No. Most of those are broken anyway. I'm just doing a basic triangulation. But that's enough to get a read from his HUD computer.
You know, that is an elegant solution. So we have his vitals now?
He's got a cracked rib, but the SID's dealing with it. Other than that, fine, I think. He's traveled a fairly impressive distance. Looks like he's found our Ford research station.
Can we get some more data on what's happened to Chris Horn's team?
Not directly. We don't have a radio link.
Is that the Ford research base? Rajesh, didn't we have a couple of active HEV signals from there?
Well, yes, last time we scanned, we did, but even if we still do, that doesn't necessarily mean that,
They're alive. Chris is alive.
Michael, it's been days.
Well, we've got Freeman over there now. Maybe they put themselves into cold sleep.
Maybe, Michael, but if there's been a breach of the station wall, then I don't
No,
really...
look at that. 3 active HEV signals, and they're moving.
That's
know it.
fantastic.
That suits 2, 4, and 7 all mobile.
Is it Chris?
Number 4 is Chris's suit, isn't it?
That's right, suit's online.
If Freeman can find them, can we risk another cycle of the EPR?
I was having a think about this. If there are survivors over there with working HEV suits, maybe they can reverse the polarity on one of the receiver pads. That'll flip the gravity funnel in the other direction, and the team would be able to come through safely.
Would that actually work?
I don't see why it wouldn't, but they'd need to wear their helmets.
We have to try. It would also mean that we would get Freeman back when he succeeds.
Andrea, could you see if we can cycle the system back this early?
I'll do that now.
Freeman's just disarmed the base airlock. He'll be coming up on them any second now.
Wait, what's that?
Did we just lose one?
Get that signal back.
What did I miss?
We just lost a suit. Total signal loss.
Well, maybe it just ran out of power. They've been out there for days.
No, it was instant. No fade, I could see with a battery failure.
Right, so that means the suit's motherboard had failed?
More like it was destroyed.
But the only other signal that we have in there is Freeman.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, Michael.
It's all right. It's... whatever. Fuck.
Do you think it was all of them?
I'm afraid it was.
We should probably tell Dylan when he gets back.
Him and Hunter should only be about 10 minutes away now. We'll tell them when they come through.